Hi everyone, and welcome back to Love Molinar, and this is going to be your intuitive musical messages reading for the week. I know that's a lot. I'm trying to figure out a better name to condense this, so let's jump right into it. So your playlist starts off with Don't Explain by Billie Holiday, followed by Hero, Mariah Carey, Don't Stop Believing, Journey, the Steve Perry version, Love Is All You Need by the Beatles, and Love Comes Walking In by Van Halen. So again, very interesting. This reading, what's coming up is that the feminine is definitely in this reading, saying and speaking her piece, and the rest is the masculine and what they are going through. And when I mean masculine, it's energetic, whether it's outwardly masculine that resonates with you or you are outwardly masculine, it doesn't matter. Wherever this message hits you, allow it to hit and resonate with you and leave the rest. So I'll just start off with this because it kind of piggybacks on the Intuitive Energy Report podcast that I just did. So I'm going to piggyback off of that. I'm not going to do it in the order. Is that the masculine energy is going through a huge spiritual download. They are on an inner reflection of their life and the way things work, which is in a more complicated with all the beautiful spectral colors in the universe, not just so black and white. This is affecting them in their dream space, their telepathy, their guides, their angels, whoever is working for them, including their higher self, has got a hold of them. They are getting these messages in their dream space and they cannot deny it. This person could be very well about to, I say, have a Rubik's Cube moment where you're able to connect all the dots in your life and also past lives. And you truly understand from that eagle eye view, that high wisdom, Buddha wisdom overview of life and your choices and why things played out. And I believe that this person is either there now and going through this or about to go through this. And it is huge. Dreaming has been just amping up every way, shape, or form. It's dream. And also that it's, it is real. I believe that because that the life that they've lived, it's such a polarity from a spiritual life. They've lived in a very tangible way, associating their status and how they feel about themselves from outward tangible things that they can acquire, and now understanding that life has a more expansive meaning and that their mission in life, they didn't even know what a mission was, or their purpose in life has truly shifted. And so with that, like things are strange, like everything, it just does not, it's not connecting, even though sometimes, we all fall back. We're looking in the past, like, what is it? You're finding some sort of feeling because where you're standing, which is in transition, transformation, where we're all in at times, is uncomfortable. So, and love, it's this connection with this person. I feel, and if anyone is doubting it and you're watching this video, don't doubt it. The masculine energy, when you met your soul connection, whether you put a title on it or not, and female, the same thing, it doesn't matter. Whoever holds that masculine energy, when you met your soul counterpart, you knew it was a deep soul connection. You knew that. And it scared the shit out of you. You knew that. You don't know why you were attracted to this person's light. There's something about your person. They are like a fairy. It's magic. And that you were terrified of it. Now you can't stay away from it. That's why all the spying and the stalking is going on. It's become almost like an obsession. And you knew it, but they ran from it. The feminine, did not know it. She wasn't even close, hun. She was out to lunch asleep at the wheels, because her connection to this person more than likely was a very physical sexual attraction to this person, and like just a natural affinity towards them, probably picking up on their sadness or anything that they would be like mad about. It would almost be like it would be her own feelings, feeling like overly concerned about this person and having like this affinity towards them, this nurturing quality, but not understanding why, because you've not known them for like zero time. And so that's where that came from. But definitely the masculine energy, they knew from day one. They knew from day one. Also, piggybacking off of what I just said, is that they are starting to understand that they are their own heroes. They have their own healing abilities. They don't need anyone to save them. They don't need to rush in and save someone else. They know that they can heal themselves. And knowing that opens up so many possibilities to them. I feel like once they have completed whatever, spiritual lesson that they're going through, what is going to happen, the people that they gave themselves access to in forms of like romantic relationships and stuff like that, they're going to go, I would never do that now. That wouldn't even be an option for me. Their options are going to expand so much, because now they're more of a healthy, healed human being. They're not operating from that lower life codependent, I need to wear 5 million masks. It's not coming from that. So they learn to become their own, hero. And that, life is about believing. We have to believe, and not always understand, but to be able to believe what is being shown to us time and time and time again. And I feel love in all shapes and form is being shown to this individual time and time again. Like they're being bombarded with the energy of love, because they're aligning themselves to the natural law of life. Love flows from everything, right? They're starting to understand that now. This person never even thought about that. I don't even think this person knew what love was until they met their soul connection. And that's just real. I don't believe this person even thought about these things until this connection came into their life. No matter how long or how brief, it doesn't matter. It struck something in them. And it's something that I believe both people have ran away from, have, tried to get away from. But it's very, I would say, both parties understand that they are connected to the other. The difference is that, which leads me to the feminine, is that don't explain. The feminine knows, and this is for a small group of people, for a collective, a wave, wherever you call it, wherever you're at in this journey. You may be here already, or you may never be here. Either way has to be the best way for you, but there's a specific group and wave of people I'm speaking to. And what I mean by this is that the people that I'm speaking to, they already know about their journey and why things played out the way they did with their soul connections. They're not waiting for answers. They're not waiting for apologies, because the universe and their high intuition, and also people, places, and circumstances have come into their environment to confirm what has been shown to them time and time and time again. Okay, this person is no longer attached to their soul connection. And as long as we held out for an apology and wanting that need to have a talk about the connection or not connection, or just what they said to me, what they didn't say to me, whatever that is, keeps you connected to this person, to this situation, to this feeling. And the feminine energy freed herself from that a long time ago, when she was able to surrender and understand that, I don't know all the answers. I know enough, that's what's shown to me, and I believe that, but I know from the root of this what my soul lesson was. I needed to learn this lesson whether I got on board with this journey with this individual or not, because Our wounding had nothing to do with our soul connections. This was a wounding that was in place way before we met. We were always going to have to learn these lessons. They are just a catalyst to which we learned it. That potential of a great, great love, when it's healed, can move mountains. But if it's not healed, then it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to flourish. So I feel that feminine, she's not waiting for anything. She's not waiting for anything. You don't need to explain. And I feel like the masculine energy, they want to express these feelings. I feel for so long, because they're not good at expressing feelings, period. It's just built up in their lives like so much. And I feel that, for the feminine, it's very much where, I know what this love was. Like, I know how much I loved you. If you know anything about the song and look at the lyrics, this woman loved this man so much. He was like the be all to end all. And irregardless, she loved him blindly to how he would show up in their daily lives, together. And she didn't care. She just wanted to love him. And I feel for some feminines, that's how it was. They loved their male counterparts like that, blindly. But the difference is they're not blindly. They understand. And when they say don't explain, it's not like what she says in the song, and don't explain in the song. She's like, oh, you don't have to explain. It's just that I'm so happy that you're here because, you're always going to come back to me. And that's that stance. And the feminists don't explain, meaning that I don't need an explanation from you. You don't need to explain anything to me. If you come, and you have something to say, that's on you, but don't feel like you have to explain anything to me. That's not what this is about. And I feel that that's just, it's that non-attachment. It is really that truly like the openness and surrender of the message that came up in the Intuitive Weekly Energy Report, is to really be open to surrender to union, whatever union looks like to you. We have to be open and we have to surrender ourselves, whatever that resonates with all of us for this reading. That's what comes up, to know that we are whole. We are definitely healed individuals and beautiful beings within ourselves. We don't need another person. We can want, but we don't need. And I feel like this is the balancing of the scales. No matter where you and the soul connection is at, you're definitely working on yourself so you can become the happiest people ever. So that is your weekly musical message. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. Love Molinar. Thank you so much.